Hey everyone, Boom here. Just wanted to give a quick guide on how I do that trick to let my mods upload songs for me during a Rocksmith stream. Now I know some of you might be thinking, if you're like me, I got my file set up a certain way, I really don't want people moving them around, but they really don't have access to anything. Let me show you how it works. So here in my OneDrive, I have a folder called Boom Livestream, and right now there's nothing in it. And that's all they see. My mods have the same folder on their OneDrive on their PC, and it works obviously with Google Drive or Dropbox or anything else, and they just see an empty folder. They don't even see my other OneDrive folders. You guys are seeing this, but they just get the empty folder. And here is my Rocksmith folder, you know, in the whole PC, C, whatever, Steam Apps, Common, all that kind of stuff. And I have and they don't see any of this, right? This is just, I'm just showing you to show how it works. I have it set up like a lot of people have it set up. I have an archive for things that I don't want to enumerate, things that are outside. And then I have my DLC folder. And inside of the DLC folder, I have all the original DLCs. And I have a favorites folder of songs that I want to load up with Rocksmith all the time, my Beatles and Led Zeppelin and that kind of stuff. And I have a Boom live stream folder. Now, these are two different Boom live stream folders. This one you could see is in the whole Rocksmith blah, 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 and this one's just in OneDrive. But if I take a file, or if my mods take a file and drop it into the OneDrive, it immediately pops up here, and I enumerate, and I can play the song. And at the end of the stream, if I delete it from one, it deletes from the other, so I can clean it out for them. So I can, just like you do after every stream, I either put it in the archive outside, put it in the archive inside, whatever I want to do with them, and clean it out. And that's it. That's how it works. So let me tell you now how I set it up. It's pretty easy. Let me create a new folder since this one is already linked. So I'll create a new folder. Just right click, new folder, whatever, we'll call it Boom Demo. By the way, when you do this, I think it helps if you have Boom in the name. You probably want to call it the Boom Live Drive or the Boom Trick or something to do with Boom. I think it makes the files work better when they transfer, just saying. So the next thing is we open our command prompt, and in Windows you just type CMD in the search thing in the bottom left there. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do any of this on Mac. And you type in the command to create the junction. So mklink /J, and then quotations, and then first you want the location of the folder you're creating, even though it doesn't exist yet. So what I like to do, an easy way to get it, is just to right click on another folder in OneDrive, copy the address, and put it in here. And another reason you want to do that is if you have an old OneDrive account, Windows might still think it's SkyDrive, which is a weird thing, and it'll take you forever to figure it out. So just do that. Delete the old folder name, put in the new folder name, and it could be the same as what you're linking it to. That kind of makes it easy. And then do the same thing with the other folder. Again, it's easy just to kind of click it up here, copy address, Control V. And when I do this, it should create the folder here in OneDrive. There it is, it just popped up. So if we look in here, so let's test it out. If we drag a file, or if one of our mods drags a file into here, there we go. It pops up here, we enumerate, we can play it. So the only step left is to share this drive with our mods. So the best way to do it is you right click on it, and you don't want to do just share a OneDrive link, because then they could see what's in there, but they can't add things. They need editorial access. So you go to more OneDrive sharing options, and that opens up a browser. And from here, make sure you're sharing the folder, not the whatever files are in there. And you could just make it so it allows editing and share a link. Or if you're really worried about who's going to have access to this, you could do it by email and give people specific access. And that's it. The only thing is make sure that your mods know you don't want your mods having to download something and then have that browser open and then upload it to OneDrive. That's a pain. Make sure they have the app installed so they could just download it to their folder as if they were going to play it, and then you're able to play it. So the only other thing is how my mods and I communicate during a stream about all this, and we just use a few custom tags in the playlist. I'll have it open on my iPad so I don't have to have a browser open, and I'll look through the playlist. I'll look through Rocksmith to see what I have loaded up there. And if I don't have a song loaded, I'll put up this tag. If I do have a song loaded, I'll put this tag. And then as I'm playing songs, I'll look over at my iPad and I'll see my mods just switching the tags. And when they're all green, I enumerate. This might not work so good if you're doing shuffle or if you have a lot of requests, but for a small streamer like me, it works pretty good. That's it. If you have any questions, let me know. See you on Twitch.